Hi everyone. So the last class, what did we learn on the Visualforce page?
Input secret, input hidden, select radio, select option, select list, select checkbox.
Right. So we have discussed a couple of tags, and right now we are in a stage where we can implement a basic Visualforce page, right? And saving the record or editing the record, opening the one record, we are in that position. So today we will talk about more in terms of styling. We will discuss about the certain styling, which is using the CSS. CSS is nothing but cascading style sheet. Cascading style sheet. So when we say CSS, first we will talk about images, how to place an image into the Visualforce page. How to place an image into the Visualforce page. There are two ways which we can place it. Two ways to insert an image into the Visualforce page. The first one is called iframe and second one is image. Iframe, image. Iframe is nothing but calling directly an UI. Iframe is which is if you have to use the iframe in the Visualforce page, what is the tag? Apex colon iframe. Apex colon iframe. This is to call URL directly. Like for example, if I have an image in the website, okay, can I call that directly? Yes, we can call. Sorry, image is nothing but calling the URL directly, not the iframe. For image, we use apex colon image. So this is for directly calling the URL. So if I know there is a Salesforce Dreamforce or something is available, which I can directly use that URL into the image. Right. Also, I can download the image into the desktop. Also, I can download or I can download the image onto desktop. And refer that image into the Salesforce. Refer the image into Salesforce. Either I can directly call the URL or else I can use the image, like I can download the image and refer that image into the Salesforce. How to do it, we'll see step by step. Okay, then iframe is basically there is some page. Okay, I'm fitting into the iframe. So for example, there is a Apollo Hospital page is there, which is if I have to open the Apollo Hospital, I have to open www.apollohospital.com. So I can directly take that page and fit that page into the iframe. That means within the iframe, so placing the third party site into third party site within the iframe. Within the iframe. So basically, iframe is, if I have to tell clearly, let me show you with the paint. This is a normal page. Okay, this is a normal page. Okay, this page has some images here, which is scrolling up. There are some images are there. Okay, and here another window, which is maybe some other information is there. Now I have another third party system. Okay, let's check. This is a Apollo Hospital. Apollo Hospital. Now what I can do is directly I can take this page, I can fit into this iframe. So that means this is one of the iframe. Okay, in this iframe, I can directly refer the page. And directly refer the page and fit it here based on the existing iframe. Whatever the existing iframe is there, I can fit that page here. Okay, so within the iframe, I'm calling the third party page. So let's go ahead and see how to use these two. Then we will understand each one. We go to the Salesforce developer console. File, open resource, not open resource. Let's say file, new. Let me create a new Visualforce page. So we are creating Visualforce page on 0908. This is for, let's say, my style page. My style page. Okay, first of all, let's remove the header and show sidebar. Show header equal to what should be, true or false? If I have to remove the show header.
False. False.
False. And for sidebar?
Sidebar equal to false.
Right. So that is the first thing we have to do it. So now our header and sidebar is removed from the page. Now let me go ahead and use the apex colon image. Apex colon image. In apex colon image, I have a different attributes are there. Okay. On click of that image, everything we can do it. So for now, let's see how to take the URL. Now for the URL, let me search for Salesforce. Salesforce Dreamforce 2022. So Dreamforce is coming. It is on
September 20 to 22.
September 20, 21, 22. The registrations are already started. If you are interested, please book it. So Dreamforce, let's take some image where we have Dreamforce. Let's take this. copy the image address. Let's see. Let's paste it here. Image address. Yeah, this is fine. So let's go ahead and take this URL. Let's put the URL. Okay, I have just taken the URL, same as whatever I could see on the Google. Okay, now let me save this. Let's go ahead and preview. Perfect. So it is showing me the exact same view. But can I control the height and width? Is there any other thing out there? Copy the image address. This should be fine. Okay. Now, can I control the height and width? Yes, we can control the height and width. So let's say width equal to 600. Width equal to 600. Now let's save it and let's go ahead and see. So, okay, this is perfectly fine. If you want align center, we can align center. That should be fine. Now, after this, let's put some tab panel. Okay. Tab panel is, I think we have discussed a tab panel. What is a tab panel?
It's a collection of tabs.
So tab panel is a collection of tabs. So where we can use multiple tabs within the tab panel. So let's give the label equal to tab 1. Now let me create a 5 tabs. So let's go ahead and change this tab 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's save this. So let's go ahead and preview this. Where it is going to display, it is going to display the bottom of this page. Bottom of this page. So I can click on tab 2, tab 3, tab 4, tab 5. Now, instead of directly calling the image from the URL, let me go ahead and save some image. Let me take some image. Let me go ahead and save this. Save image as. Perfect. So this is coming as JPG. So I'll take a Dreamforce banner. Or else we can use the PNG file also. We can use the PNG file also. Dot. Let's say PNG. Save where it is desktop. Let me store it into the download. Dreamforce.png. Save. So now we have downloaded the image, right? So it is appearing like this. So we have downloaded the image. Now, once we download the image, how can I refer the image from desktop to Salesforce? What are the steps? So first thing is, before I refer into the Visualforce page, any images or any file which is there in the local system. From the local system, if you wanted to push it to the Salesforce, the best place is using the static resource. Static resource. In the develop static resource, you will see. So static resource is uploading the images or .zip files or .zar files or style sheet, CSS complete style sheet or JavaScript, or is there any other format also? We can load it here. Now click on new.
Can we also load it in the documents? Documents object.
Yes, we can do that. But documents, it's based on the requirement, what kind of a documents you are loading it, that also. If you are
Okay.
loading the documents, put it into the zip format.
Okay. So can we call an image from the documents also?
No, no.
So if you want to call it, then we have to put it in the static resource only.
Yeah, static resource is used by the Visualforce pages. Static resource is used by the Apex. Static resource is used by the LWC Lightning Aura. Static resource are used by the flows.
Okay.
So basically everybody is going to touch static resource in order to pull the images or JavaScript files or CSS styling sheet, anything.
Okay.
So now here name, let's go ahead and put some name. This is Dreamforce. DF choose. It's in the download. So Dreamforce banner. Let's make it as a public. Cache control public and private. Private is nothing but if you are referring in the Visualforce page, only you can see the output of the image. And nobody can refer this static resource. If somebody is trying to open the Visualforce page, which has a private setup here, they cannot see this image. So make it always public so that everybody can view. Now let's go ahead and save. Now let's go ahead and save. Now here is the name, whatever the name that we have, Dreamforce, and MIME type. This is by default, it will give as a image/png. Cache control is public. Size is, what is the size of the file? If you want to view the file, you can click on the view file. And then we have a created by, last modified by. Okay, and also it is going to tell us where these files are going to be used. So right now it is empty, it doesn't show. Okay, so you can refer in future in case if you wanted to know static resource, where, which all the places it is used. So you can click on this, where is this used? So that is going to tell us what all the components are referring to this resource. Now let me go ahead here. Now, so let's add Apex colon image. Apex colon image. Now, what are we referring? We are referring an image from the static resource. We are not calling the URL. So in order to refer the image, we have to use the object, which is a value equal to. So here a couple of things which we need to understand. So whenever we are referring static resource, so first of all, what is the static resource? Static resource is used to upload images, files, JavaScript, or CSS, or style sheet into Salesforce from local system.
And this will be used for LWC component, am I right? Not
Yes.
only Visualforce.
Yes. So whenever we are referring the static resource, okay, how do we refer? So we in the Visualforce page, we have to refer exclamation dollar resource, exclamation dollar resource. Exclamation is nothing but is to connect, I think we all know this, to connect any table or any field. Any field. So that's the reason whenever we are trying to call the account fields, how to use it? Exclamation. So basically curly braces exclamation account.field. Or if you wanted to call any table, directly use exclamation and the table name. Okay. And dollar. Dollar is nothing but whenever we wanted to use a universal table, whenever we wanted to call universal table, then we go with the prefix of dollar. Dollar resource, dollar global values. Dollar is nothing but a global value or universal table. So this table, the static table, whatever we have discussed, the static resource, this is a one object or this is a one table. This table can be called by anybody. So this is a generic table. Public holidays is a generic table. Global pick list is a generic table. So there are some generic tables are there in Salesforce. Whenever we wanted to call a universal table, then we use a dollar. We use dollar. So whenever developer want to use universal table, then we call the prefix of dollar. Like example, dollar resource or dollar global values. Dollar global values used in the lightning flows, but I'm just giving one example, dollar global. Okay, so dollar resource is the one which we are using here. Now here, exclamation we know, dollar we know. So resource is nothing but resource is a universal table. Resource is a universal table. Resource is a universal table which we can call directly without declaration of standard controller. That means if I have to use account, if I have to use the account, then what we will do, we use the standard controller equal to account, then we refer the field. But for standard resource, now account is also table, static resource is also table. But universal table, you need not to, for universal table, we need not to call standard controller equal to static resource or something. It doesn't require. We can directly use wherever we want without using the standard controller. Now let me go ahead and see here. Now value equal to curly braces, exclamation, dollar, resource, dot, inside the static table, inside the static resource, which one I'm going to use? I'm going to use the record which has a df. So resource dot TF, right? Let me save this. Now let's see the output. Right, so this is the output. Perfect. So now I can adjust if you want any image, like I can comment on the above image. For commenting, exclamation dash dash dash. Okay, let me save this. Right, it is showing me the tab 1, tab 2, tab 3, and only one image it is showing. Now let's go ahead and for this also I can adjust the width or height, height, let's say that 600. So for the CSS thing, it is always trial and error because you will not be able to identify with one shot, right? So fine. So this is the 300, tab 1, tab 2, tab 3. Now, so far we discussed about the image. Now let me identify. So let me go to this. Okay, so this is about the Dreamforce they are talking about. Now, this is a third party, some Ranosys, or I can open the Dreamforce page itself. Okay, so registration page. So Dreamforce 2022 registration page. Now this is a third party URL. Right now, this is a third party URL. Now what I can do is I can directly refer that into my Visualforce page. How can I refer? So basically apex colon iframe. I'm going to fit that into the iframe. And here we are directly taking the source. We are directly taking the source. That means third party page I'm taking directly. I'm directly taking third party page, which is a source is equal to whatever we have the URL. Now let's go ahead and save this. Let me comment out this image. Okay, this is a secured one. Fine. So secured one, we cannot use that. So we have to take the, let me take another one. Does it work if I give Salesforce.com? Okay, that is also secure. It's okay. So let me take this. Fine. So this is the third party system, which does not have any security there. So what I can do, I can directly refer the third party page. So if I scroll down, and let me adjust the height and width. Let's say height equal to 500 and width equal to 300. Let's say So basically, I can use all the actions, whatever the third-party system has. Okay, whatever the third-party system has, I can use all of those actions. It's not working. Let me take the Apollo Hospital. That should be open. Control S. Okay. Maybe it is not working in my laptop. Let me try in incognito. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay. So it's not working for my laptop. I don't know.
Increase the width and height.
But okay, let me take out this.
Just increase the width, it should increase into it. But I use a different URL.
Okay. Can you give me that URL? Is it working for you, scrolling and everything?
I can go on the different tabs and everything is working.
Okay. Then fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. So there are some sites which basically the security they will give because they doesn't want to copy everything. Okay, let me try this.
And you can put width as 1200. And do me a favor, can you break the image after the second image? Just do a break, line of break. After the resource.df, I did a line break, then it is
That's
coming.
okay. Here we have commented it out.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, for me, I didn't.
Okay, scrolling is not working. So
No,
that
go to
should
the
be.
third one. No, go to the third one, ma'am. Go to services.
Mhm.
Yeah. There's no hyperlink on that. Can you check IBM and all those? Like, do you think that will be secure?
Maybe, I don't know. So this is company laptops, that should be fine. So you will be seeing like the overall concept is we can refer the third party images, okay? So that is actually the problem with the CSS. So whenever we are working on CSS, it is like we, rather than development, we have to spend more hours onto the fixing the images.
And with Lightning, do you still have to work? Like, if we have to develop this on Lightning, is it effort is less or it's still same?
Lightning effort is less. You need not to worry about all of this.
Mm.
You will be able to understand the things. Okay, so basically by using the, we can fit the third party system. Whatever the third party URL is there, we can fit into the using the iframe. Now let's say, for example, right now, the same image, okay, I'll put it into the tab one.
So iframe is basically just referring to an image.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Iframe is just referring to an image to display it on the Visualforce page, right?
Yes. So we can place it this in the tab 2.
I think the closing tab should come after the iframe.
Oh, okay. Tab 2. So now if I click on tab 2, it is displaying the image, the what are the third party images there, it is displaying there. So that's all about the image and iframe. You can play with the things instead of is it only the third party system? If you ask about it, it's not about the third party system. For example, you have a Visualforce page. You have a Visualforce page which you wanted to put into the iframe. So you can use that page into the, let's take this. Apex column iframe src equal to https, and we are using right now my Visualforce page. So let me add the height and width for this. Height 500, width 500. Let me copy same thing for this as well. Okay, let's say This is the Visualforce page image. Okay. Agriculture 77, phone number, account name, iframe. Let's click on save. What is happening? It gone because that is referring to the Salesforce.com. But did it actually saved into my account? It is saved. All the actions are working fine, but only the iframe, whenever it redirect to Salesforce.com, we cannot see. So it's not only the third party. I can refer my own Visualforce page. I can fit into the iframe. Okay. So instead of here, what I can do is I can take this iframe and put it into the tab 3. Okay. So let me take out this. Control save. So tab 2 is third party URL. Tab 3 is our own Visualforce page. Right? So we can play with as long as I want. Like I can add my own Visualforce pages or anything I can add. In case if I want a scrolling here, right now it is showing only half of the thing. But in case if I want a scrolling, now let me go ahead and put height, width, and I just saw scrolling equal to true. And let's say frame border equal to true. Now let's see what happens. So I can right now I can view complete page. I can view complete page. And what are the actions are there? I can click on that. Okay, so complete page will be available and what are the actions we have? If that is not secured, you can see those information also. If that is not secured, you can see all the information. And now beside this, I can add the another image. So the length is height is high when compared to this one, it is a. So let's adjust the height here. Fine. So it is coming this way. Okay. So we can add as like whatever the styling we want, we can add there. Now, whenever we log into the any site or anything, the first thing we will see about the logged in user. So some of this site, like whenever I log into the Salesforce, the first thing we see is who is the logged in user. In case if you wanted to capture the logged in user information, so what we can do in the Visualforce page is we have it. Okay, so let's add here logged in user equal to user is a global table. So global table, how can we use it? We can refer the $user dot first name. and then dollar user dot last name. Let's see how it is displaying in the page. So it is displaying here at the bottom. Right. So let me add this paragraph, and let's take this logged in user as a H1. And inside this H1, let's put the logged in user and the username equal to first name, last name. And also let's go ahead and add the email. Okay, how can we capture the email? Curly braces, exclamation, dollar user dot email. Control S. I did not say it. Field email does not. Okay. Email. Okay. So logged in user T1 and the email. What are the this user email is there? So that's the email it is going to take. So right now T1 and this is email. Fine. So like that we can show. For example, this is the third party page. Now in case I want a third party link here bottom, if I click on that, it should go and open the page separately. Now how can we use that? We can use let's say apex colon output link. Apex colon, because link that we are going to paste it there. And what is the link that we are going to paste it? The third party URL. So value equal to, what is the value here? This, let's keep this. And I'll add some text here. Click here to visit Ranosis page. Now here it is coming as this. In case if you want it down, you can add a breakpoint and display it. Okay, so here it is coming. So if you click on this, it will take you to the actual page. From the Visualforce page to the actual page, it will take you. So dollar resource is the global universal table, as well as user is also universal table. Which we can use directly using the exclamation dollar user dot, what are the fields we have. Fine. So in Visualforce page, there are three ways to apply a style. One is inline style, and the second one is style class, every tag or every command will have a style. So let's say this. So let's take input field. Yeah, style. So every command will have a style, how to display the field, how to display the read-only field, how to display the input field. And the third one is external style. Right? Inline style, external style, style class. So inline style is nothing but inline or specific to the component. Specific to the component. Inline or specific to component. If I want to apply a style for the first step, okay, if I wanted to apply a style for the first step, it is called inline style. So if I go to the tab 2, it is going to change. It is going to change the styling. But when I go back to the tab 1, the style is going to apply again. If I wanted to apply style for the second tab, then it is called a inline style. Or if I wanted to apply style for the specific tab 1, then that is an inline style. Let's say, for example, I wanted to apply style for all the tabs. All the tabs. Individual or all the tabs also called as it, because for each individual I can apply a style, as well as the group also I can apply a style. So that is the internal CSS, the group of component. I can apply a style for the group of component. Okay, so we'll see this styling part tomorrow. Okay, so that is going to take time. Now, so far, whatever we have discussed about the image, iframe, calling the universal table, loading the file into the Salesforce. How to upload the file.
Static resource.
Navigation. Go to static resource.
Ma'am, I
Click
have a
on,
small doubt in static resource.
sorry.
I have a small doubt in
Yeah,
about static resource.
yeah, go ahead.
Ma'am, if I put private in static resource, how can I render in a VF space?
Private in real time, we do not use a private at all.
Okay.
So we should not be using it. I have not used it private anytime in my real time. So we
Okay.
never use the private. So it is always a public.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
So upload a file and then save, record. And then after that, referring the file, referring the static resource in Visualforce page. How do we use it? Curly braces, exclamation, dollar, resource. dot, then we have to use the file name. Okay. Assignment. Upload an image to the static resource. And refer, take any image and refer the image in Visualforce page. Upload any two images to the static resource and refer the two images in Visualforce page. Implement a Visualforce page. Implement a Visualforce page to display three images. One image is URL and one image is resource and one image is direct source. Okay, it has to display side by side. And below the images, display the tab 1. Let's say display the account, contact, lead tabs. When user click on account tab, it should display account Visualforce page. When user click on contact tab, it should display contact Visualforce page. When user click on lead tab, it should display Visualforce page. First one, and this is the second one. So is it clear, the second one?
Yes, ma'am.
So basically what I'm saying is, so create a Visualforce page. Okay, inside this Visualforce page, this is the first URL, and this will have the image, and this will have the source, And below you have to display the three tabs: account, contact, and the lead. So whenever I click on the account, it should show account Visualforce page. If I click on the contact, it should show the contact Visualforce page. When we click on lead, it should display the lead. So this is the URL, image, and this is the source. Okay, so this is the one. Next, third one, implement a Visualforce page to display logged in user first name, last name, email on the right side. Okay. And then below in the same page, display Dreamforce. Dreamforce does not work. Take any Salesforce page. See if it is able, if you are able to do it. Otherwise, take any other page. Display the source page, which is a third-party page. Along page full length. That means scrolling. Clear on 3 assignments?
Yes, ma'am.
Interview questions. How can we refer universal tables in Visualforce page? What are the universal table? What does dollar represents? How can we refer static resource in? How can we refer static resource in Visualforce page? What is apex colon output link? What is apex colon output link? How does it work? What is static resource? What are the navigation steps in order to upload a file? Fine. Okay, any questions before I jump onto the advanced admin?
Can you show me development page?
Okay.
Okay, I got it.
Fine. So let's move on to the advanced admin. Thank you.
Madam, one question, ma'am.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Madam, we are using CSS and HTML, normal for web development. So
Mhm.
there is concept comes under responsive design. For means our website should do it fit for all types of devices. It may be tab, or it may be mobile, or it may be desktop. So like
Yes.
that, we need add to any extra library, or in Salesforce it will support auto responsive design. It will support.
By default, Salesforce has to support it, but in case there are some stylings, width and height, or some kind of a tabs, it does not work in the tab, because when we go to the tab, this entire window becomes small. So that time we might not be able to see all the tabs. So let's assume that I have a 10 tabs which are available right now. So which I can see comfortably when I go to the window. As soon as I open the same in tab, so what happens? It just display the 3 tabs. Now there are rest 9 tabs. It will not display. So when it will not display, or sometimes if it is displaying also, it will be shrinking within the tab. So that time we have to apply some kind of a styles only for the tab. That means based on the size of the window, adjust the style. So those kind of styles we have to do it in the lightning or which is in the styling or LWC styling.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, then so let's quickly move on to the advanced admin.